Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Here's where we pick up this challenge in the second quarter with 5 minutes left. You're ahead 7 points. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Powering his way forward. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands, and guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
2nd and goal, the lone man. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell able to make it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
No, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Way to go, boy. Ready to get it started now.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Anderson on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He finds Latavius Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards up in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good job by Cliff Harris, the 6-time Pro Bowler. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run it with Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next.